How's everybody feeling? Feeling relaxed? Chilled out? Casually chewing your own tongue off from the stress? Because it has all come down to this. And on the weekend before Election Day, voters got one more chance to compare the two candidates head to head.
I'm running as a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president for everybody.
Under Biden, there will be no school, no graduations, no weddings, no Thanksgivings, no Easters, no Christmases, and no 4th of July. Other than that, you're going to have a wonderful life.
I will work as hard for those who don't support me as those who do support me. I mean it.
His new deal are those sunglasses. He was very agitated, right? See him, yes? And then you'd have like two cars honk, honk, honk.
That's the job of a president. The duty to care. The duty to care for everyone.
Don't tell anybody, but let me wait till a little bit after the election.
Well, I think we know who Dr. Fauci is voting for. I mean, it's actually nice to have the election be that clear for you. Because most people are like, which candidate better reflects my vision of America? Dr. Fauci's like, all right, which candidate isn't gonna fire my ass? You know, I can safely say that I've never seen a president go after individual people. I'm shocked Trump hasn't just started pulling out the phone book like, what about Mary Henderson on Maple Street, everybody? Should we lock her up? Okay. The one piece of good news for Dr. Fauci is that now that his firing has become a rally chant, like lock her up or build the wall, it means it'll actually never happen. And by the way, I love how Trump is just saying that Biden is going to get rid of all the holidays. Just like making it up. They're all gone, folks. No Christmas, no Thanksgiving. And I don't know what Kwanzaa is, but it's gone. And no more Toyota-thon. You won't even be able to wish your neighbor happy Honda days. And Trump is right. If you vote for Biden, there's no more holidays. But if you vote for Trump, then every day will be Dia de los Muertos. Either way, Biden and Trump's tones could not be more different. I mean, at this point, the election is like choosing between going to the ballet and breaking into the zoo to watch chimps mate. You know which one fits your vibe. And as November 3rd looms, there is no question that the streets are getting tense. I mean, as an African, I'm used to a certain level of pre-election threats, but whew, this is getting out of hand.
Here in New York City and elsewhere around the country, there is a concern that the tensions are rising to the point where a lot of people feel unsafe. Police in Graham, North Carolina, using pepper spray on what was said to be peaceful demonstrators who had marched to the polls. To Beverly Hills over the weekend, about 4,000 pro-Trump supporters gathered to rally in support of the president. Anti-Trump demonstrators showed up and they clashed. Back here in the tri-state, there were caravans of pro-Trump supporters who actually blocked major thoroughfares, bridges, stopping people from getting into New York City at one point. The backup was in one area more than 5 miles.
And across the United States, businesses boarding up their windows, their doors, and taking other security measures in anticipation and fear of possible election unrest. Authorities are expected to be putting back into place a non-scalable fence around the White House.
A group of Trump supporters surround a Biden campaign bus in Texas on Friday. It forced Biden's camp to cancel a rally.
Damn, America's going full Mad Max right now. And Trump might deny encouraging these people, but then why was he riding on the back? That's irresponsible. I mean, at least he's wearing a mask. That's one step in the right direction, but still. And you know shit is real when even the White House is putting up extra fences and barriers. Although hopefully they're not letting Donald Trump decide what a good barrier is. We don't need a fence. We should just put a slightly steep ramp. No one can get past that. They're so dangerous. Although if it were me, I wouldn't put up an extra fence. I'd just paint the White House a different color. Yeah. Then when Antifa come, I'll be like, the White House? No, this is the Purple House. Try down the block, dearie. But yes, everyone is worried about post-election violence. And I'll be honest with you. If shit goes down, you're not going to see me going downtown and looting. No. I'm going to be looting at the outlet malls. They've got much better deals. And look, I'm not looking for a fight. But don't play around, guys. I'm always ready to throw down if I have to. Yeah. Is it bad? Now I have to taste my blood like The Rock. Look, we all need to be reasonable. There's no need for violence. Although according to the candidates, maybe there is.
I don't think Sleepy Joe would be a good fighter, do you? One gentle little touch to the face and he's down. He's down, he wouldn't get up very quickly.
The president likes to portray himself, I love this, likes to portray himself as a tough guy. When you were in high school, wouldn't you have liked to take the shot? Anyway, it's a different story, but anyway. A macho man.
Of all the people in the world that I could fight, that's probably the one I'd like to most fight.
You know what? Boom. I didn't hear it to close. I just, ding, he's gone.
That's right. Joe Biden and Donald Trump are ready to throw down. Woo! This will probably be the first UFC match sponsored by Life Alert. It's also going to be a tough fight to referee. I mean, you won't be able to tell which one of them has a concussion. Seriously, this is a lot of shit talking from two guys that only have about 3 falls left in them. Instead of trainers in their corners, they're just going to have Jamaican nurses. Great round, Mr. Biden. It's time for your pills, okay? You want them with the cranberry or with the applesauce? But Donald Trump doesn't have to fistfight Joe Biden to win this election. All he has to do is stop mail-in votes from being counted, because most of those are from Democrats. And it sounds like that's exactly his plan.
Overnight, the president arguing the race should be called on Election Day.
We should know the result of the election on November 3rd. That's the way it's been, and that's the way it should be.
But that's not true and never has been. President Trump saying he'll challenge the results if he loses.
We're going to go in the night of, as soon as that election's over, we're going in with our lawyers.
Falsely claiming ballots counted after Tuesday are illegitimate.
I think it's a terrible thing when people or states are allowed to tabulate ballots for a long period of time after the election is over.
So, just to be clear, Trump is flat out saying that after Election Day, you should just stop counting the votes. Even if the votes were cast on time, which makes no sense. It's like saying that, oh, that's not your kid because it was born after its due date. My baby was supposed to arrive on January 4th. I don't know who this stranger is, just popping out my belly acting like you family. But let's be real. Nobody's surprised by this. I mean, Trump wants the race called on election night because he thinks that'll ensure that he wins. But I promise you now, if Biden wins on election night, well, then Trump will say, you got to hold everything until all the votes are counted. And then when all the votes are counted, Trump will say, oh, we should hold everything until all the votes are recounted. We know what's happening here, man. Trump is that kid who keeps changing the rules until he wins. Best of 5, best of 13, best of 123. Maybe it would help if we explained this to Trump in terms that he would understand. Donald, we have to wait for the election results because right now they're under audit by the IRS.